students who were on the campus today, angry, protesting, not just football players, but students talking about mold and other conditions. What do you say to them?
What I say to them is what I've been saying to them, because I walk the campus every day when I'm on campus. What I say to them is that we're working on the issues. I just invested $250,000 in one of our buildings for remediation of mildew. You know, when you have a hurricane, when you are 80 and 90 degree weather in Florida, the Florida conditions are not like not like the Chicago conditions. They're not like other places. I'm from the East Coast, so I know what those conditions are. That's mildew. That's not necessarily mold, by the way. Some of that you're showing on the screen is a function of things sitting in water for a period of time. So they're not showing you everything. Yes, there are some of those kinds of things, but you might also see that those portions of the building may not even be used. So again, we are working
What do you say to those
very diligently to clean up a lot of these things. When I would reflect that the first hurricane, Hurricane Ian, we were the first university to evacuate in the state of Florida. Had we not done that, we probably would have had a casualty. Very diligently to clean.
Terrible. Wow. Not good. Go ahead.
All right. So earlier, I think it was yesterday, but I see you guys in the morning how Ed Reed was on. Also, he was on the Roland Martin show as well to speak speak his take and everything. And also, we talked about this yesterday on the show. And this is more of the continuous of what we kind of talked about yesterday. So here's my take on this. And this is going by with Ed Reed. Ed Reed, man, you need to stop, yo. I saw the video you did on Roland Martin, man. You was going way too emotional, yo. You could have let this go the day that you left, and you kept getting ringing, man. And it was just, if they let you go, they let you go. We hurt you. We talked about you the other day. You saved your peace. We said what you got to say and move on. But now you got to keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing. And it's like, now, also you said on the video that, he had other opportunities for HBCUs before he took Bethune Cookman. And the reason he took Bethune Cookman because, the area, Daytona, and he's a Florida guy and that type of stuff. But Reed, man, you're going too far now, man. You're going way too far, of being emotional about you being let go. And going by, what the other president was saying, talk about the hurricanes and everything, talk about he just investing, $250,000 on the building and everything. So that tells me is that, HBCU, they're making some, I believe they should already make improvements, but they're making some type of improvements to update their HBCUs. But to me, it should be more of like we talked about yesterday, into the sporting and stuff, like the arenas and stuff, to upgrade that up so they can get recruits, really good, probably not the top recruits, but really good recruits. They go to the schools, and maybe, they might not have time to go to the NBA, maybe play, maybe go to overseas or something like that, China, Europe, all that type of stuff, or Africa. But to me, this is going a little bit too far, to me, a little bit too extreme, but hey, man, it's still trending, people is looking at it still, and it's, it's shaking something up in the Black community, especially, at Bethune Cookman. But that's my quick take right there. Quick take.
Now, to me, Bethune Cookman should be ashamed of himself just by the living condition for the students. Like, come on, man. Like, even though it's a prestige black college, however, the student living condition is totally horrible. Seeing the pictures, seeing those images is not a really good look, especially for our standards, because remember, they want us to invest in HBCUs, but then we see conditions like that. Once again, where's the money going to? Now we did a reaction tape the other day with me, Jordan, and Hakeem. We went in on how they were treating Ed Reed. However, they want him to be reinstated because I said when we did our live stream, of course, I stated the fact how they hired him to be a football coach, and they wanted their football to go to the next league, the football players to go to the next level. For every them to go to the next level, you need a great coach. So they must have seen something in every time in the first place. Now, the way he reacted to everything that transpired, and they let him go. I could tell you something. The students want him back. They see some form of value in him. So to me, if the students are the one investing in the school by their money and by their tuition, give the students what they want. We take him and hire him like the way y'all wanted him to be hired. Because at the end of the day, Hakeem and Jordan, this is a business. College is a business. So if the students want them back and they ain't putting any resources into the school, go right here. Now, the condition of the school needs to be addressed immediately because to me, that's not a good image at all for black colleges. That's
Perfect, brothers. Let me tell you something. I've listened to this extensively, and there was a student who came. He said he's paying $30,000 per semester. If we calculate that over a couple of years, he's going to be paying close to over $100,000 for his degree. The school's getting money. Let's get something straight. And people go to HBCUs because it's just the thing to do. A large majority of people go to HBCUs, especially here in Miami. FAM and Bethune Cookman. Those are the most schools I know that people run to go to from all over. What they doing with the money, we don't know. Sometimes it's not a lack of funding, it's poor leadership. You wonder why people are running to PWIs. You're wondering why the best of our black professors are running to PWIs. People are getting tenured at these places. Who would want to go to school where there's mold in it? He said there's mildew. Why would even somebody want to sit in mildew? Like, I'm talking about, you got some of these schools who are smaller than Bethune Cookman, smaller, and got the best new up-to-date shit going on. I know a school that's smaller than Bethune Cookman out of state that I went to school with, and they had everything. They even had one of those cards where you could just load money into, you just go buy food all over the place. So, you know what I mean, there's an excuse. Like, the problem is the way black people do business is not the way other people do business. We figure it out as we go. And when the shit start heating up, then we'll fix it. If nobody don't say nothing, I guess ain't nothing wrong with it. Until somebody speaks, that's when we'll start to care about stuff. You know what I mean? Then he wants to give a false example. He wants to give I want to say false. He wants to give an example. If we didn't evacuate, we'd had a catastrophic. I was going to evacuate anyway. The issue is, where's the tackling of problems? Who is the superintendent of maintenance? Where's your construction guys? Like, come on, dude. You like, a lot of this stuff is basically maintenance, bro. There's nothing wrong. Like, maintenance is upgrading equipment, following an order. Like, people think this shit is different. Do we need to open up an HBCU to show you how it's run? And that's my take. I feel for them kids and their futures. And hey, it's sad to say it, but I might just say, why don't you just go to a community college, transfer to a state school, and get your degree? You'll cut it down from a year. But no, we want to keep it black. Y'all schools ain't even affordable. Shit, man, I went to Miami-Dade. I ain't go to Flomo. Then I went to another community college because I only paid $6,000 for my degree. $6,000 for my associate's degree. $6,000 to going to a college where I'm gonna pay $123. You got me messed up. That's why I said the whole HBCU conversation is difficult to have. None of y'all's affordable. You can't do nothing for us, especially as we grow, as the unemployment rate for black people in a whole, that's including people with degrees, is still at this percentage. Get out of here. That's my take.
This is why it's so important to like, share, subscribe. Okay, though, on the right hand side, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 6 o'clock Eastern time. You don't want to miss the dope conversation we always have on the live, man. It's been very deep. This is why point, man. Hope we see you guys there. Thank you for tuning in. Culture Radio. Let us know what you think on the comment. You're wearing out. Peace.
Peace.